Hey guys, it's JG here with Earth 5D, back for another pick a card reading. How's everyone doing? Happy to come on the channel today, and we're going to do a pick a card reading about why is my person acting like this? This idea came from one of my regular clients who comes to do personal readings with me, and I suggested that she put one out there for the channel and suggest a reading for the channel. And I feel like collectively we would like to know, why is my person acting like this? Yeah. So we have 3 stacks, guys, as usual. We have for pile 1 a rose quartz here. We have a shell for pile 2, and we have the stone, straight up stone for pile 3, as opposed to not a straight up stone. I'm just teasing. I thought I would shoot out like a little fun fact. So guys, comment below and shoot out a fun fact about yourself. We are trying to build a community here and would love to build some camaraderie. So one fun fact about me is my middle name is Elizabeth. There we go. It's actually J-E-G. So what else? Something else, I also learned how to surf when I was in college, and I enjoy surfing. So that's something. So leave a fun fact below, guys, and let us know what's something fun about you, along with your comments, of course. So we're going to find out again, guys, why is your person acting like this? If you haven't yet, I started a baby Instagram account. It's just a little baby because it's just started. So, but if you'd like to follow me, I am putting out different content there than on the channel, so give us some variation. So that link is down below. Also, I have a new post office box, so if you want to send me a deck or a note or something that you want me to see or to read, then you could send it down there to that P.O. box address. And I think that's about it, guys. So let's dig into your reading. This is a timeless reading, just as a reminder. So let's dig into pile 1. Why is my person acting like this? Also, one other thought is someone commented below, like, it was cracking me up. Someone said, I have a weird feeling that, you're picking cards before the, picking cards in advance. And if you guys knew how many decks I use, I can't pick from 10 decks live, it would be like a 2-hour reading. So because I use so many different oracle combinations of oracle decks and other cards, that is the logic behind why I pick cards in advance. There's always a logical reason. Okay, guys, so logic is a good thing. Yes, this is a rose quartz, guys, for pile 1. We're asking the person why we're asking, why is my person acting this way? So we have the 9 of Cups. This is a general reading, guys, so just remember that take what applies, take only what applies. If you need help with your own personal situation, my information is in the description box below. So we have the 3 of Coins here, and we also have the 9 of Cups. This is the Syrian Starseed Tarot deck. The cards are huge. As you can see, they take up the entire screen here. So this is the Adept of Orbs. So this is the Page of, actually, Swords, believe it or not. Page of Swords for the orbs. Okay, so we also have the Empress for abundance. We have the 3 of Flames. So those are wands. We have the Crumbling. Pillar of Light. Dance with Life. We have Actions Speak Loudly. Express your love through actions. We have inward revolution. This is my joke about the flux capacitor because it looks like a flux capacitor from Back to the Future. Insight. So they're having a massive consciousness awakening. Do you see these cards? We got brothers and sisters. So to get along with others, see the love and the best within them. So this is not about them being a brother or sister to you, but this is about like brotherly and sisterly love, like loving humanity and all of us getting along. And we have willingness, okay? So let me start to channel here what's going on with your person. Your person's having a consciousness awakening. Their vibration is rising, and the vibration and the connection is rising. And it's causing some things to crumble, and it's causing some things to also be built. So it's kind of like what I'm channeling is like this you're going through the ebb and flow of what it's like to raise your vibration in a love connection. So this is not going to be a straight line. Your relationship isn't going to be like this, you know? That's not why we're in relationship. Sometimes we have a fantasy idea of why we're coming into union with a person, and the fantasy idea is that they will make our lives like really easy all the time. And I mean, that is definitely part of where we're heading, but because we're still on the 3D plane and we're bringing 5D reality into the 3D plane, and we're bouncing in and out of dimensions all day long and all night long, there's going to be ups and downs. Okay, guys? So your person, the beautiful thing here is your person is having a consciousness awakening. Their insight is lighting up. They are ascending. Your relationship is ascending. So these cards are from way different decks, but they mirror the same concept. So their insights they're having a Kundalini rising. Their insights are rising and their vibration is rising, and they are turning into turning to their higher self to get information. So they're learning to speak their truth. It says you are an oracle. So they're learning to speak their truth to you. And with the Page of Swords, that might come out abruptly. So they're going to speak their truth. They're putting their truth into that orb, and they're sending it towards you. So they're acting this way because they're learning to speak their truth. And there's parts of them that they're letting go of, that they had been clinging to, that they're releasing. So there's a crumbling happening, and that's part of consciousness rising and part of a consciousness revolution. So they're having an inward revolution. I wrote a book called The Consciousness Revolution. You can find it at Barnes & Noble online. But this inward revolution is about having a complete awakening. And so your connection is doing this for them. So their divine feminine, their abundance, their divine feminine is waking up, mellowing out their divine masculine, and they are having an awakening. So this is turning towards wish fulfillment. So this is a chillax energy. This is like a very high vibrational energy, and there's a willingness to come towards you here. There's a willingness to work on this with the 3 of coins. They feel like they can do good work with you. With the Trinity, 3 of coins here, they also just use the word Trinity in the Syrian Starseed deck. You know, this is about the masculine and the feminine, divine masculine and the feminine uniting with that Christ consciousness to bring about what they used to call like the Holy Spirit, right? Bringing about consciousness and bringing about transformation in terms of like the three, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and pure consciousness. They used to call it the Holy Spirit, the giver of life. So with actions speak louder than words. Some people, depending on who you are, half your people are probably communicating very directly right now, and some of them are trying to act through their actions. They're trying to be more loving towards you through their actions because they're becoming conscious of how they're acting. So they're trying to release this crumbling of this behavior that no longer serves the consciousness of this connection. And with the Three of Flames, you know, that's being patient and planning for anticipating a positive outcome in my reading. So you can anticipate a positive outcome. Again, we have the Trinity. So this is a uniting. It's a very spiritual pile. So it's a uniting of consciousness of the divine masculine and the feminine and the Holy Spirit, the consciousness of all creation. So that is what I'm seeing here, is that divine Trinity happening in here. If some of you are dealing with a third party situation and that person hasn't released that, you know, they're working towards that. They're trying to bring more abundance in their life in terms of, you know, meeting you and being with you and causing this dance with life, this, you know, brotherly love that they're experiencing with you. So they have a willingness to come towards you. And with that sword energy, with the Page of Swords, you know, it's like it's coming towards you. And with the Three of Pentacles, it's a grounding of coming towards you. So I feel like a lot of you are already with your person. If you chose pile 1, you know, more than half, but probably not more than 60%, I'm hearing. And if you're not with this person, you can plan on this spiritual awakening that they're going through and this dance with life that they're doing to cause wish fulfillment for both of you with the Nine of Cups. So this is about learning how to be friends and lovers at the same time. Seeing the best in others because you can. It's always a choice. You know, we could always look at the negative in the person or the positive. It's a conscious choice. It's a decision. So there's a certain willingness here of your person. So that's why they're acting like this. Some of them might be deep within this process of awakening, and self-discovery is what I'm channeling. It feels like a self-discovery process, but your person is planning positively for the future with you, and they want their actions to speak loudly. So, and they also want your actions to speak loudly. So it's a little bit from column A and a little bit from column B. Some of you will have your person sharply communicating with the Page of Swords, you know, like really direct. And some of you, they will just speak directly through their actions without words. So with this dance with life, this is a recommendation to change your person's trying to do something to change their energy. And you can tell they're working hard on themselves, and the universe is working hard on them to provide the spiritual awakening. And it's imperative, you know, that the divine masculine comes in touch with their divine feminine, which we see with the Empress showing up here. So however that's playing out in your connection, this is why they're acting this way. There's a positive reason they're acting this way. And the advice is, you know, extend brotherly and sisterly love and compassion to this person. All of us on this channel know what an awakening and ascension process is, most of you. And so it can lead us to the inside, going inward, and definitely releasing the things that no longer serve, that are barriers to get through to that beautiful field and pasture. So the universe is asking your person, what are they clinging to that no longer serves, to create this revolution? And let's not overlook and let's not downplay, you know, the Nine of Cups, because that is wish fulfillment and having, you know, it's not the Ten of Cups, but it's definitely about making wishes come true in this connection. So that's why your person's doing this. They're trying to bring a sense of fulfillment into this connection by raising their consciousness. Okay, pile 1, that was very, very beautiful. Let's get some charms. And so also with this temple, you know, you're both healing, you're both having a consciousness. This isn't the inner temple. like we see here in these two cards. So you are a warrior. How can you cultivate your power? Okay, so this is about you cultivating your power. And how can you bring some comedy and some humor in here? You need a laugh. It's good to laugh at yourself. So try to bring some comedy to your life. Try not to take yourself so seriously. I mean, this whole thing is just what we're creating. It's not meant to be that serious. We take ourselves so seriously. You know, this SHIT is supposed to be fun. It's not all the time because it's like we're stripping away things, right? But it can be in its own way, right? So you guys are definitely star seeds. It's nice. Some of you have been reaching out to find that out, and in personal readings, it's wonderful because that's part of the awakening process, is remembering the multiverse that you are a part of. So your frog is turning into a prince, you know? Your ogre is turning into, your mean troll is turning into a nice troll with this ascension. They're trying to behave better, learn how to navigate this planet in a healthy way. Take what resonates with the 212, and you know, this just, the universe is reminding you that this connection, this is a button. You know, this connection is buttoned up together. You're kind of buttoned together here. You're already together, and you don't need to worry about that. You don't need to worry about their commitment to you. And with the flamingo here, this is just like to act goofy, you know, like for someone's 50th birthday, they'll put 50 pink flamingos in someone's yard. That's what they do here in the United States. They used to do it. So this is about acting kind of zany and like being yourself, being wacky, being yourself, letting yourself be goofy. Yeah, guys, that's what I have for you, Pile 1, today. So if you like it, make sure you like it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, would love to have you as part of the family. Make sure you comment below and let us know something about yourself. And something that we don't know about you. And yeah, guys, that's all I got today, Pile 1. If you need a private reading, the information is down below in the description box. As always, I'm so grateful that you're here, and I'm so grateful that the channel is growing, and thank you for being a part of that. Thanks to all of you who went over to Instagram and began following me over there. That's how we're going to grow and get this message of ascension out to many, right? The collective. So thank you for your part in that. You matter, you know, and lots of love. Okay, bye for now, Pile 1. All right, guys. So Pile 2 peeps, thank you so much for being here. If you chose the shell, then this is your reading. Guys, we're asking the question, why is my person acting this way? Why are they acting this way? Let us find out. Okay, we have the 10 of Swords. This is the Hierophant. Yeah. This is Temperance. With Alchemy and Reason. 8 of Crystals here. This is the Seeker of Orbs. So this is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so typically the knight is depicted as a man, but in this deck, it's a female. Knight of Swords. This is the Mirror card, so this is a twin flame card that I use as an identifier. So you two are mirroring each other, twins. Lemuria. Have faith. Trust your faith in the situation. Divine Feminine. So your person is waking up their divine feminine. This card has so much power behind it. Look at that. I can like feel it radiating off through the screen, literally. Soul writing. Relax, everything's okay. Don't worry, it's all going to be fine. And empathy. Okay, guys, so pile 2, there's 2 things that jump out right away. And the one thing is that they're acting like this because they're mirroring you, and they're teaching you to have empathy with yourself as you mirror each other as divine counterparts. So this goes back to asking yourself what you need to give to yourself, so that's mirrored back to you in the universe. So it's what we're seeing here is that as you give yourself empathy, then that will be reflected out from your person to you as well, because everything's just a hologram of ourselves, right? So we don't want to change everything in the outside world. We want to change ourselves so that hologram projects something different, projects what we want into the external. When that is called becoming consciousness, when you realize that you are the universe and everything out here is a reflection of you. So when you want change in your life, you don't go out here and start changing things. You go inside of yourself to get the change you want in the external. That can be a very mind-blowing concept when you first learn it, and that is becoming conscious. So this person is mirroring to you how to create this empathy in your life and how to relax in the situation. So your person is blending their energy with temperance of the divine masculine and feminine on the planet. So that's the process they're going through right now, and so that's why they're acting the way that they are. They're developing their spiritual nature with the Hierophant. They're becoming committed to you and this process of ascension, and they're learning from their past Lemurian energy. They've been here before with you. This is a very multidimensional feeling here. So you've been with this person, you've had a connection with them in Lemuria, and it's causing them to remember you. So they are balancing out their divine feminine with the divine masculine, the Hierophant. So think of this as like the high priestess with the Hierophant, blending that energy like they did, and like that's needed from that Lemurian time where the feminine took rise and was a little bit off balance, right? Too much, it was like too much divine feminine. And so this person is learning to balance out the reasoning part of their psyche, the reasoning part of their energy body, mental body, I'm channeling to create an alchemical process of marrying the divine masculine and feminine, so that they're mirroring each other, and so that you're reflecting the same feelings. So if I had to say that again, I couldn't, because I'm just channeling that. But so the reason why they're acting like they are is because they're having a death of the ego with the 10 of Swords. That's not always what it means in my readings, but that's what I'm channeling, and this is an end of a difficult time. So they're learning to let go and release their ego, and they're feeling like they're asking the universe to help them with that. It's a prayerful time in their life where they're relying on something bigger than themselves. They're really having faith, and this is something new for them. So they're having faith in the situation with you that everything is going to be cool. And they're learning to have empathy, and they're learning to relax. So that's why this is happening. They're learning to relax. This is a learning experience for them right now, if you chose pile 2. So that's what I'm hearing, guys. So with the soul writing, this is written on your person's soul. So you are written on their soul, and they're learning to connect with what is written on their soul. So this is a consciousness awakening, and they're learning to figure out what their heart wants. So they're ascending. But for them in particular, there's some truth written on their heart that they're trying to understand. And a lot of that has to do with you. Not all of it, but a lot of it. So see that truth, the word truth under there, it's written very small, but they're discovering what their truth is in relationship to you, and that is why this is occurring, okay? So they want an end of difficult times with you. They want to build on this connection. The Eight of Crystals is about putting in the energy and the effort to manifest this. It's the Eight of Coins in the traditional tarot. So they're wanting to work on this. They're learning. This is all about learning. So that's why they're doing this. So they're learning. They're learning to have faith in you and the connection. They're getting empathy. They're learning that you guys are mirroring each other. So this is all about learning. And with the, with the Knight of Swords here, some of them are going to come forward to you with this learning. So this is causing them to eventually move towards you in a really sporadic, quick way, like a blast off towards you. Most of you, that's the case. So you'll all be at different stages of how that's playing out right now. So take what resonates. This is about learning and remembering what used to work, what didn't work, and how to make it work is what I'm channeling. So let your person commit to this, because they want to commit. And with the Hierophant and the reasoning, they want to commit to this divine union on the planet, and they're learning what that truth means. So whatever you're experiencing with them now, that's what this is all leading them to, pile 2. So they're connecting with you and with their divine feminine, and the universe is blending this with you, something about your divine feminine and theirs, blending together to create a heaven on earth experience for the two of you. So this isn't like an alchemical process, a blending of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And so have faith in this, and empathy is here in the situation, and you guys are mirroring each other as divine unions, and people who are in a divine union, beings who are in a divine union, and they're discovering what is written on their heart and the truth and the part that you play in that, okay? Okay, that's what I feel. That's what I have for you, pile 2. That's what I feel like you needed to hear. If you need help with your own situation, you can look down below and see how you can book a private reading with me. So let me get some charms, okay? There's a word of advice here. So the question, who are you surrounded by? Look truthfully. So this card is it's a reminder to you that if you are dealing with a friend or family member, or both, or colleagues, or people in your life who aren't on the ascension path, who aren't ascending, who aren't working in the 5D energy, I would not share. Try to limit what you share with them, because it's like just giving your energy away to someone who doesn't understand it. So it could be misinterpreted, what you're experiencing with this person, and and temporarily derail you. You can't permanently derail something this significant and huge, but you could derail it a little bit, and that we don't want this to slow down, because we do see the Knight of Swords, and that's moving forward energy, and we do see the new beginning of the Ten of Swords. So let this happen, and if you can, just keep it to communities of people who are dealing with an ascension journey. That's the advice there. Okay, you've got lots of angels here. So your person is acting like this because they have a lot of support here from the angelic realm. An archangel like Michael is here, and then a family member, someone from their soul family, light family is here, also helping this along. They could be born, this could be the Chinese zodiac of the year of the rat, which I think I am. So this love is written on their hearts and on your heart. So have empathy. We have a V for victory, it feels like. I think it resonates, you know, you're very magical to this person. They see you as very brilliant, is the word I'm getting. So this is the heat from this teapot that you'd experience with this kind of twin flame marrying going on. This relationship is super grounding right now. Got 1 and a 4, guys. Take it resonates. I believe April 1st is a big day. I know you guys are going to say that's April Fool's Day. But this connection is grounding and it's deepening with this blue. You know, and this could be also about communication. This also feels like serene energy of the blue planet. You know, any kind of blue watery energy. This is deepening in the depths. So you could be dealing with a lot of water signs here in this particular pile 2 reading. Okay, guys. So yeah, that's what I have for you today, pile 2. If you didn't listen to the intro, we were going to drop a fun comment about ourselves down below. One thing that I shared is that my middle name is Elizabeth. A fun fact we're sharing. We're doing that to kind of build community here. And another fun fact about myself is that I like to go surfing. I learned how to surf in college. I'm not like great at it, but I still love to do it. So like I love the water being sun sign, being in Scorpio. Also, I also live less than a block from the ocean. So a lot of you are receiving that ocean healing through these, you know, through these readings. And that is because I'm also on a barrier island. So there's, not only is there water next to me, there's water below me. All right, guys. So that's what I have for you, pile 2. I hope this serves you well. Make sure you drop a comment below. If you like it, then make sure you like it. If you haven't become part of the family yet, we'd love to have you as part of the 5D family. All right, pile 2, much love, and we will see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Oh yeah, no wonder you chose the shell. Of course you're connected to the ocean. Okay, guys, so if you're here for pile 3, welcome to your reading. We are asking the question, why is my person acting like this? What is going on with them? Why are they acting like this? Okay, guys. Taking a drink of water. All right, so we have the 8 of Wands here. The 8 of Flames. This is the 8 of Wands. This is the Syrian Starseed Tarot, for those of you who are interested. We have the Sage of Cups. This is the Queen of Cups. Put that up there. They're very enchanted by you. That's why they're acting like this. A lot of passion for this Queen of Cups. This you could be a water sign. Yeah, they're like feeling a lot of passion towards you. This is the Knight of Wands. In this deck, the Knights are female. They're feeling a lot of passion towards you. So whatever way they're behaving, it's because of this. They're falling in love with you. And the word sensual is what I'm channeling. You know, they find you extremely like intoxicating and sensual is what I'm hearing. So look at this person. They're probably also fascinated with your chest. Take it what resonates with the male or female. But they're definitely fascinated with the chest. And yeah, it's just like your person's acting like this because they're having like a sexual awakening because of you and this connection. So they might be a little bit overwhelmed, is what I'm feeling. Yeah, confused. I knew I was feeling that. So yeah, they're feeling a slight bit confused because perhaps they didn't expect this. Perhaps they didn't even know this kind of passion is present on Earth. But that's what's going on with these kind of ascension journey, the 5D, the fifth dimensional energy is, it's beyond what we as humans are used to. So it's historically on Earth. So I qualify that on Earth because in different dimensions, we're totally used to it. But in this dimension, currently, where your person's residing in, they're like, whoa, this is a whole hell of a lot of passion. So they want to communicate that to you quickly. The Eight of Flames is that fast motion, forward motion. But in this deck, it means something slightly different because, look at this. It's like the Eye of Ra or something, the Eye of Horus. It's like this mighty eye. This is, I guess too, I never really put two and two together, but I really feel like this is about the wheel of a ship. It looks a bit like the wheel of a ship. Steering the ship. So they want to, this is the way the reason why they're acting like this is because they want to quickly steer in your direction with passion. And that's confusing them. Okay, so they're like, what the hell? They're a little bit, what the hell? They didn't realize that this was possible in this lifetime with you. And so it's causing them to question absolutely everything, okay? So we also have this is the King of Coins. So this person is typically practical and they don't do a lot of moving in their life, When I first started to study tarot, the funniest thing was when the gal that I was watching online described the King of Coins. I'll never forget it. She goes, look at this guy's so stubborn that even there's like grass growing on him and flowers, this guy doesn't move. He's so freaking stubborn that he became part of the background of the foliage. And I was like, okay, that's one interpretation. So we'll just say in this energy that I'm feeling and channeling is that your person is used to doing things their way, and they're used to doing it methodically, and they usually know what the hell's going on, and they're in control of the situation, and they're not used to sudden movement. And so this overwhelmed them, and they're confused. That's why they're acting this way. So this is you, the priestess, so they're like enchanted again. This is about being enchanted with the divine feminine if you chose pile 3. This is causing them to have an awakening, energetic upgrade. So that they're trying to integrate what's happening to them energetically because of the connection with you. So this is ascension, right? They're awakening and ascending. So what does that mean? They're slipping into higher dimensions around you when they're thinking, or they don't even need to be near you. They're slipping into higher dimensions when they think of you. So this is true love, guys. This love is once in a lifetime. So it's probably once in many lifetimes. Okay, guys, so this is true love for you. So that's why they're acting confused. They don't know what hit them. But this isn't a dark energy. This is a very positive light energy. So if you've been thinking that this is something that's not good, the way they're behaving, then I would change your thinking as quickly as possible, because we don't want you to take something that's very positive and make it negative, right? That would be sad. So with inner voice here, this person is listening and trusting their inner voice with you. They're waking up in consciousness. And so you're waking them up with your sexuality and with your passion. And they're like, holy crap. And they're loving it. And this is trying something new for them. So this is a practical guy who's trying something new, and that's confusing. They don't know how to do this, so you have to be patient with them. So you'll only know that you can do something if you try. So this person is learning to try something new with you. So you're not their typical situation. You're not their typical girl or boy, depending on who's watching this. You're not their typical situation. So they're listening to their inner voice because they are identifying this is true love. But the Seven of Cups is here to say that they're confused on how to behave. So they're having a remembrance of a time when they were ascended, because we haven't always been here on Earth. And pile 3, this is a very exciting pile. This is a very exciting time. So this is an opportunity to have the love of a lifetime. So if you're pissed off at this person because they're acting strangely, please forgive them. That's why they're acting this way, is to teach you how to forgive. And they're teaching them how to, it's teaching them how to trust themselves and to ascend into new love. So one scenario that I'm feeling is, what if some of you are dealing with people who are already married or in a dark masculine, dark feminine connection, and you're like really angry that they would choose that to begin their lifetime with, you know, and you're kind of like irritated, like, if you knew I was out there, if you had this inner knowing that I was out there, why would you have done this, you know? And so you have to forgive them because they were doing the best that they could at the time. Or if somehow they denied this connection with you when they met you, or somehow they ran because they're overwhelmed with passion or something, just know that this person is acting out of confusion. It doesn't have to be any of those scenarios, but it could be, all right? So there's a lot of you watching this. So just know that your person is having an awakening, and they're remembering you and in a higher consciousness with you. And you're their high priestess, you're their priestess, and they want you to come up and lead. So that's another reason why this is happening, is for you to step up and lead. This card says, how can you step up and lead? So they're trying something new, and they're letting you be the leader here. And if it's not physically, it's energetically. So energetically take a leadership role here. And you don't have to do anything in the physical. Everything starts within. So start energetically to talk to this person about what you want, and that you identify that it's true love, and that you want to return the passion. There's nothing to be confused about. Trust your inner voice. All is well, you know? Coach them from the ethers if you're interested in this. And I hope you are, because it's true love. It's the love of a lifetime. So your person is remembering all of this now. And that's really super exciting. See that? Even just looking at this, I would just pause this and look into the camera for a little while and just let that heal you. These cards are so healing. It's crazy, insane. The energy that they imbued into that particular deck of cards. And I was wondering, do I have it nearby? I'll show you guys. It's the secret language of light oracle cards. I did not buy that online. I bought that in a little shop in South Carolina. Yeah, so this person is having a Kundalini awakening, and there's a new way of being inside of them. So this is something all new. So this card says a new way of being. This is to try something new. So they're willing to do this, but they're confused. So that's why they're acting this way. So extend an olive branch of forgiveness, knowing this is true love, knowing that the Eight of Wands is here and the Knight of Wands, and they want to rush in with this passion, but they're still, some of them are still a bit confused. Beautiful, beautiful, like creamy, beautiful love energy here, guys. It's like very smooth and so high vibrational. So please don't misinterpret this as something that's negative. Okay, guys, so if you like this reading, make sure you like it. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, we'd love to have you part of the 5D family. What else? Yeah, if you need help in your situation, my information is down in the box below. Oh yeah, and if you haven't, for those of you who followed me on Instagram, that is amazing. Thank you so much. And if you haven't yet, I'm putting out new content there different than the channel, so you could kind of get in touch with some other messages there as well. That link is down below. Yeah, that's my birthday, 11/3. So a lot of Scorpios here, a lot of Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. I asked in the other piles too, here was double H. and an O. Take what resonates. Ooh, an F too. We have a lot here. And a W. Probably a lot of initials, a lot of significant letters there. I asked the other piles to leave a comment below and tell us something, like a fun fact about yourself, so we could get to know each other better. And I was saying that a fun fact about me is that I live on a barrier island, so I have water next to me and below me. So we're bringing a ton of water energy to these readings. If you're feeling that, then you're accurate. With the sun here, this is like just so much joy happening. And we have a 333 here. That's an ascension number for me. We have an 1111 here. We have so much positive energy here. Actually, we have my birthday and my special person's birthday here. That's pretty freaking cool. So with the Father here, Divine Father is calling you to the sun. So a lot of you might be really enjoying the Arcturian energy, starseed energy, or the Syrian starseed energy. And the sun is a place where you can cast your energy, cast your consciousness to the central sun, the sun that we see in the sky, and send love, unconditional love to the Father, and feel the Father's love. I got a phone call, so I was saying that you could send unconditional love to the Father and feel the Father's love come back to you. So with the snow, this is a snowflake. So with the snowflake, if your person's acting cold instead of showing the heat that they're feeling, they're learning. They're confused. So if they went away and ran, have compassion and forgiveness, because they can hear you inside their inner voice, and they're listening to their inner voice. And this is all new. It's a new integration for them, and they're just remembering this. And they're used to just being in their old ways, and so they're waking up to this. Here's a little shell again, the water energy. This is like the disconnected. You guys are totally connected at the soul, massively, with those connecting symbols. Yeah, and eventually I see you guys living together at this little house. And it's a super magical time. A lot of fun is ahead of you. A lot of joy is ahead of you here. Archangel Michael is here. Uriel, Raphael. Beautiful reading. Wow. All right, guys. So beautiful. I'm in love with this energy. All right. Lots of love, guys. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.